this is Carla Christina and this is To the Beautiful You, and today I'm going to be talking about my vegan story. The reason I'm vegan is because compassion, kindness, love, and non-violent. The first time I became vegetarian was during high school. I gave meat up for Lent because I wasn't educated on the subject. I knew it was helping animals, but I wasn't very educated. It backfired on me. And when Lent was over, my parents made me go back to my old lifestyle, and that is the power of education. If you know about your message and what you stand for, you can stand strong for it, and nothing's gonna tip you over. But because I wasn't educated, I had to go back to my old ways. The first time I learned about veganism was in college. There was a girl from Orange County, and she had been vegan since 11 years old. She shared a little bit about her lifestyle with me, but I thought it was expensive, and I didn't really click with me. I don't know why at that time. I also watched Vagucated, and I listened to her podcast because we had a podcast class together, a radio class, and I would listen. It was called the Vegan Vixen, and I would listen a little bit about it, and it seemed like it kind of interested me, but I didn't go further into detail. I thought it was still expensive, and it didn't fit the budget I had. Now that I think about it, now that I know more, I know now that I could have survived. I could have lived a healthy vegan lifestyle with the budget I had. I made the switch 3 months ago. The book that got me started on my journey to the switch was Nonviolent. It was called Nonviolent, and it's about Gandhi's original book, and it has sections of it, and the author goes further into detail to explain the sections he chose of Gandhi. In one of them, Gandhi talks about being plant-based, and he breathes, he eats, and he embraces the message of nonviolence, and that's why he eats plant-based. He is okay with other people being non-plant-based because he knows they grew up in a different culture. He knows that if they see his lifestyle, they see other people's lifestyle plant-based, they might make the switch because they're learning. Then I wanted to attract more knowledge into my life about the subject, so I got a bunch of documentaries. My sister and I were watching Forks Over Knives, Hungry for Change, Fat, Sick, Nearly Dead, and I think there was another one. I haven't watched Cowspiracy. I'm actually waiting for it to come out in Netflix. I watched Earthlings, a little bit of it, but I couldn't finish it. That Earthlings was recently. When I was going through that time, I went to the Dollar Tree and found this book. I didn't think I was going to find anything. I always go to the book section, and there it said Quantum Wellness. And the reason this book attracted me, because I've been a student this summer and last semester of the mind, and I've been learning about how the mind is so powerful and thoughts become things. So this is the reason this book attracted me, but I did not know it was going to help me become vegan. She talks about fitness and spirituality, and later in the book, almost at the end, she talks about how to become vegan and how it has helped her. She talks about how some people can't make the leap overnight, and they have to she talks about smoking, and how smoking, even though she couldn't stop, she has to then she would feed information to herself, like videos and pictures and facts about how it was harming her body, and then she made the switch. It had to be, she was still smoking during the whole time, and then she made the switch because it had to click in her mind before she could make the switch. Now I think similar with veganism, you can do it. You can go slowly, switch it up, start off with meatless Friday, then meatless Friday and Thursday, and go backwards because it can actually help your mind. It switches up things for it, and just keep feeding yourself, watching documentaries, learning about, reading books, and then you can eventually make the switch, and just changing, taking out a few things out of your diet. And that is how she explains it. During that time, after I finished the book, my sister and we weren't reading the same book, but we were watching the documentaries, and we decided to become vegan the same weekend. But we didn't become vegan that week. That weekend when we decided, we we were going to Porterville for a quinceañera and with my aunt and uncle. So we weren't with people. I don't know. We were still educating ourselves, so we weren't really that confident with it. And that educated, I ate cheese with my veggie burger. We didn't have a choice in the party really what to eat, so we ate some strawberries. But this event actually helped me notice what works and what doesn't work for my body, because we ate strawberries. They were covered in chocolate, but I don't like chocolate, so I took it off and ate the fresh strawberries, and my body was so happy for it. But then I ate the enchilada, and my body was so unhappy. I liked the taste of the mole. I didn't like the taste of the oil and the chicken. It made my tummy upset. Then I found out there was salad option, so I grabbed a big plate with lemon and I ate that, and everything was happy again because I was giving my body the correct foods, and now I know what works and what doesn't. That experience kind of helped me know what works and what doesn't work for me. The next day we ate vegetarian pizza. I ate because I did not know there was such thing as vegan pizza at the time, so I ate it because I still didn't have any control, but they were kind enough to order a vegetarian pizza for me. I also learned during this time that some people will understand you and some people will not understand you at all. There's people, it's like everything. If you're different, people will understand you and some people will not. I was talking to a cousin about how I was going to become vegan, and one of my aunts got offended or defensive about it, and she said parents know how to be healthy. And I didn't want to answer badly to her, so I didn't really say much. I just told her that it's my choice. But I believe that a lot of people don't know how to be healthy. We are told that milk is healthy, we're told meat is healthy, and I come from two different cultures. I live here in America and my family is Mexican, and both of my cultures are unhealthy. They don't know what's good for them. Both of them have several diseases and illnesses in both countries. And I know by experience now that I look back that even our doctors don't really get or know what's good for us. They advise us to eat meats and dairy. My teacher in Aerotypo, he was telling me that I should eat fish and I should eat meat, and that it's going to make me strong and it's going to make me feel better and recover faster for my workouts. When I worked at volunteered at UC Davis, the food they give is not a lot of vegetables to it. It's a lot of meat, a lot of dairies to the patients, and that itself, it tells us that we're not really that educated, that food is medicine, that we should be eating whole foods and try to make our body the best that it can be. Because if we eat the standard way, either cultures that I come from, you gain weight in your body. The reason your body gains weight is because it's telling you it's unhealthy. And because we don't know that it's unhealthy, we just think we're fat. And we start developing thoughts about becoming bulimic and anorexic, and we start restricting, and we start thinking we're the cost of it. And it's just the way the food we're giving. We're always bombarded with all these advertisements of eating fast food, and fast food is easy and it's right there and it's easy for you to get it for your family. We're told that milk is good for you, meat is good for you, and then we question why our body is not the healthiest it can be. And that's why I decided to educate myself and watch all these documentaries and watch the books, and embrace the message I want to show you guys. The thing is, if you educate yourself, you can make the choices. Yeah, you can make the choice that everybody's making, or make the new choice where you educated yourself. That is the reason I read, and the reason I try to learn as much as I can, because then I have the freedom to choose what works for my body, what works for my mind, what works the way I dress. And so if you guys want to make the switch, you can start off slowly, of course. Educate yourself, watch documentaries. I think Cowspiracy is going to be on Netflix. I saw it in somebody's comment and they said September 15th. I'm not sure. There's a bunch of good documentaries on Netflix, like Food Matters, Hungry for Change, and Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, and all these help me, Vagucated, and all of these help me. There's a bunch of amazing vegan YouTubers on YouTube which are gonna help you make the change. There's different lifestyles in veganism, and you just have to choose which one fits you. And I know it works for me. I'm seeing a difference in my body, and I'm happier, and it's helping me make the commute to San Francisco every day, even though it's a little bit tough, but it's character building. Just remember to educate yourself to make the choice, the better choice for you. Remember to let me know what topics you want me to cover. Let me know in the comments below. If you want me to go make videos on vegan recipes and anything else with vegan, or any other topics about living a kinder lifestyle, just let me know in the comments below. Remember, you have to feel good to look good. See you next time. Ciao!